I collect lost keys because there is a place where broken, left behind, and lost can be found. I slid a lost key inside a door. It opened slowly with golden light, bright, warm, but never overpowering, the light that enters a room to cover a path, not your eyes. There is a world most people don't know about. It allowed me to enter the day I found the key. I walked in feeling like I had nothing to contribute. All I had was this key, left to search for the lock. The ground was covered in dirt, no buildings. It felt like a junkyard, wiped clean of lost, discarded, thrown away things. I turned to leave, but the door closed. A leaf fell from my hair. It must have landed there on my walk through the forest. The leaf touched the ground, and green grass began to grow. It didn't take long. The piles of dirt became mossy hills. I looked down at the key. I realized even those who feel broken have something to add, a color to bring. I brought green here today. I turned around, the door opened, and another person walked through. They had a key too. They asked, "What is this place covered in green grass?" I said, "A new start to create a home." They shrugged, told me, "A home has love none I can give." They put their hands in their pockets, crumbled up a rose from someone who promised more flowers, but the string around the bouquet had another's name. The flowers hit the grass. I hugged the person. Tears rolled down, petals flew in the wind, and the grass was covered with flowers. "What did I do?" they asked. I said, "You brought flowers, a color this land has never seen before." "What did you bring?" they inquired. I touched my hair and said, "The grass to lay the foundation, to remind the homes, trees, and plants to stay motivated." Home is here. We just need to remember love can be given, even when we were left to be found. The door opened again, not behind us, but in a new place. It was a man, old, gray-haired, who threw down his phone upon entry. "I am tired of being told I am outdated," he said. We walked on, and the grass beneath our feet now had a path of stone. Buildings began to appear. A sign on the first building said library. "What is happening?" the old man asked. We smiled and said, "You added knowledge, even though your path before said you needed to catch up." The old man smiled, put his hand back in his pocket, and the door stayed open. An old woman stepped through, a dog too. A cat rushed by with a baby crawling. Then adults followed hastily through the door, one holding a bag. A toy slipped out for the baby, and suddenly a swing appeared, a slide beside it. A playground grew. The old man asked, "So what do they add?" pointing to the animals, baby, and now the playground. I smiled and said, "The heart, the part most don't see." The adults raising the baby smiled and asked, "Do you mean love?" I replied, "They add curiosity, to explore, to exist without wondering if the door will open so more can be found. They add comfort, that even though we may feel grown, others still need our guidance as they enter this home. This home is not only for the broken, not just the lost or the left behind. It is for those ready to say, the key can bring time. To realize in the midst of wondering what others add, it all started with what we contributed to get here." All around, doors opened. I realized I was not the only one. Our keys were all different, some out of glass, some wood, some metal, even clay. The keys were different, but they all knew. Together we would bring the change to see the beauty in what others might see as a space needing effort. We built a home.